Hey everyone, this is Gas, and welcome to the first one of the chapters of the illustrators. Yeah, I like surrealism, so I like to make this kind of, you know, uh, tongue twisted or wordplay, play words. I don't know. Well, anyway, today is the first day, and we're going to start doing this kind of a character creation. I will try to take 1 hour from complete um, design to total and utterly coloring. Well, not totally coloring. We are not gonna to do the gray, super duper, ultra, super cool coloring. We are going to start doing just regular kind of coloring, just the one with the clips for your paint. And they have a little thing that is called I don't know what is the name. Let me check in Mike. Isn't the layer stuff? Let me check. It's animation. Oh, isn't it? Oh yeah, they're calling colorized technology preview or use hint image and colorize it. Well, that's what I'm gonna do, but is it the end? Well, first, just imagine that you are on the first day of an assignment and somebody told you, well, we need this kind of warrior girl that is gonna be with us in some kinds of environment. Okay, whatever the environment could be, the space. I need something futuristic, but yet something like looks like Renaissance. I call it Renaissance punk. Well, it's not like a steampunk. Renaissance punk can use the technology, so it could be like a cyber Renaissance steam kind of punk. So, well, what my advice to you is I'm gonna show you a reference, the reference that I'm gonna be using, and you on home while you are watching this, you can just do your own version. You can use pen and paper. You can use a Wacom tablet if you have it. Oh, Horus, if you have one. I have a xppen. I have the 15.6 HD artist, which is the one I like it. I love it. By the way, it's said, like it. Yeah, this is the one that you see the transmitting, or you will see in the next window. So, what I'm gonna start to doing is trying to do the compilation first. From the dynamic gestures, from the gestures to the poses to the drawing, and then the drawing to first. Gesture, poses, sketching, drawing, then a refined sketch, and then the coloring. So you will have like 1 hour. So let's say somebody told you, okay, you have 1 hour to give me this character. I need the idea. I need your first sketches. So well, if you're doing a pen and paper, it probably takes less than 30 minutes. But if you're doing digital, it will take a lot because digital is easiest as you can see, but for many people it's super difficult. Why? Because if you're like me, we are pretty much accustomed, traditional artists, accustomed to pen and paper or pencils and paper. So whatever we are, doodling in there, uh, man, in digital it's so difficult because there's so many stuff you can do there, and also is a kind of a devious position because let's say, see this, you're watching like this. Watch this. This is me doing my tablet, but if you're doing paper, you're just doing like this. You're gonna see me because I'm just way below your idea, but you can see my paper is straight on my desk. That's the way it works. But if you're doing, digital, you're either like this. That means you have to develop a coordination between hands and eyes. So whatever your hands is doing right now, it should be appearing in the screen. So, well, that is sometimes a problem. But I'm not saying it's impossible. It's possible because the first 16 years of my life as a designer, I was using a Wacom. Syntax, well, this is not a syntax. Syntax were out of my price range. I mean, $2,000, $3,000 was too much. I was just a graphic designer. So, for me, I'm always being an artist, as you can see over there and there, and probably you don't see the other, but I was an artist. I was an artist for acrylics, watercolors, you just name it, even oils. But when the digital come on, I didn't find quite a catch for me. Okay, just for me, I didn't find it quite catchy. But then I'll start, trying to develop this art. I have to confess that until recent years, I haven't been any good in that. So if you are jumping from traditional, don't worry. So let's say you have the guy you boss said probably is somebody like 20 years younger than you, and he said, "Hey man, I need this catchy character and blah 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 blah. Has this, is this, is a woman. I wanted this build up. I want not, I want somebody with an armor, but I want something in the Renaissance, but not quite in Renaissance, but it's futuristic. But I need something that you can pull off for the Renaissance too. That might be good too. Well, not like a halo kind of costume. No, we need something in the middle between 16th or 17th century armor and mid future, 2000, 3000 years in the future. So yeah, you have to imagine that. But you need a pose because they want it with a spear. And this is your idea. You can just make the spears into a laser gun. How you can make that? Well, I'm gonna show you. First, you need a. Let me change my window. First, you will need to open your program. By the way, don't forget to go and drop me a like on my that's me. Don't forget to go and drop me a like on my Twitter account. Yeah, follow me there. I just posting recently. I've been not doing much, but I promise I will start dropping more designs there, so they just come out of my brain. So yeah, well, now you have your program. Well, the programs I'm using, as you can see, is a Clip Studio Paint. I have Clip Studio Paint Pro. It's not the X, but it's the Paint Pro. I was using quite a Krita, sometimes Maybank Paint Pro, which is similar. It's not as good as this, but it is similar. But Maybank Paint Pro is free. Krita 2 is free, and also these guys, what is the name? Oh, Sketchbook are free. So those programs are for free, and you can just go and grab it. You just need to go. I guess in the case of the Sketchbook, you can just have to register there and just download it, and it works like a charm. For example, I'm using an xppen. My first xppen was like 3 years ago, and was the Star 05, which was a wireless display pen tablet. So my wireless pen tablet was easy to catch onto the legacies and the and the quite intuitive UI user interface of these guys. The Sketchbook. So yeah, you can just go there and download it and start using out of the box. And right now I'm using a Windows. This is my Windows computer, as you can see. Yeah, quite nice. I love blue, by the way. Well, this is not blue, but this is from my country. This is from Ecuador. I originally from Ecuador. I'm transmitting from Orange Park, Florida. But let's say, well, this is your battle horse. This is what you need actually to do real digital work. Okay, you either have a Macintosh, an Apple, or you put together your own Windows, like I did. Okay, it has a Ryzen 7, as I explained it like 100,000 times every time on my videos. It has an Asus, is an RX 580 AMD. It's a Radeon, 8 gigabytes. and it has more space to put a little more there, like a second one or even a third one. I love that. So yeah, for the next part of this video, I will show you how to do this. Well, we are at 10 minutes. Let's try to make this in 1 hour and 10 minutes. That means 1 hour plus now, starting now. So they just ask you for let me see my downloads. Okay. Oh, you cannot see this, but let me see my downloads. Yeah, this is the pose that I'm gonna use. So you will see it right now. So yeah, this is the pose. Okay, I'm gonna use this pose. Oh, let me use this. Oh, let me use this guy. Yeah, so you see, she has a spear. She has an attitude. See it is here? We have our lines of gesture, expression, the position, and that's between you and me. You can use whatever pose you want and that you have planned for this. So you need to use exactly this face. You can use something similar. You can make a cocky image. But this is the idea I will have, and I'm going to put it in there. So I'm going to put it in my second screen, something that you cannot see, and she will be a little out of there, out of this. I will start time to time checking. Yeah, don't forget to like me on Twitter. And right now, I will make a new illustration. Gee, this is bigger. I don't know why she's doing this. Where to start? Let me see if I can. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try to use a new illustration. There's the postcard vertical. Postcard horizontal. Comics. This is illustration. This is comics. Illustration. We have postcard B4, B6, A6, A4. Let's use an A4. 350. It's okay. That's a nice DPI. So yeah, we have this. So we will start doing the. I had to do something with my screen. I'm feeling that my screen has some kind of problem. So I will start. One of these days, I will check it out properly. Yeah. So yeah, let's do. I need this guy. This is my rough pencil. I have this rough pencil, and I have this other pencil. This is a pencil that I just download. Because it's URL in here, you will see this and manage Word Click Studio Asset. You can just find as many brushes as you want. There's a bunch of stuff here. Oh, by the way, I have to log in. I want to log in. Where's my login thingy? Oh, my login thingy is in some place in my computer. I don't know why they're so big here. So yeah, logging in. Yeah, this is mine. I have my own. Oh, by the way, to whoever has a Clip Studio Paint Pro and wants to update for 50% off, you can do it. Right now it's like 80 bucks updating to the newest version or the Click Studio Paint X, which is the almost the $200, but just for 85 bucks you can just do it. So this is the standard material for mangas. You can just find whatever you need, from models, from catalogs, from day pens, from this kind of pens. And you can just download it because they are free. See, this is super nice. Yeah, it's downloading the material, so yeah, it's okay. So let's go. Let's start doing. So I'm gonna put right now in my screen, in the second screen, I'm gonna put right now Alana. That's the name of the model. So let's do that. Oh, let me see. What is that brush size? It's 14. Wow. Well, I'm a purist, so let me put my gloves. See, I have a glove. Yeah. Well, for those who don't know me, who doesn't know me right now, let me tell you something. My name is Gas Duenas, and Dueñas actually is in Spanish. So this is my forever. I started making most of the videos channel using my forever Artist 50.6 HD. This is my forever tablet. So it's been with me the last 2 years. Well, it's gonna be 2 years, but I love it. So let's start doing Alana. So let's do a little of the pose, the dynamic pose. So yeah, this is gonna be, so this is like, okay, we are creating a character. That means we are not using the, so this is gonna be pretty much the lines. This is gonna be for the astronaut. This is gonna be for the hips. So my hips are gonna be like this. So yeah, it's gonna be my head. This is my femur all the way here. And this is another femur, vertebra, all the way here. Okay. Now what this is what we call dynamic. This is dynamic gesture. This is the gesture. We're just doing the gesture. Now we are going to try to do, I like to see the pose of the head because I like that pose. So I'm gonna put this pose. You are not watching this because it's in the other screen. And I guess I have to, oh no. So let me see. Yeah. So yeah, this is like this. So let me get, So the pose is good for you because you can see the intricacies this design. Yeah, I like the lips a little bigger, so yeah, probably I'm gonna make more lips here, something like this. Yeah, I know this is not a refined sketch, but for me is when I will start. Remember, this is just the sketch type. Okay, this is just a sketch type right now. Okay, so we will start working our way out. For me, is start right now. I have resolved this. I know which one is gonna be her face. So yeah, it's gonna be her face. I have resolved some part. Yeah, that's cool. And I have the pose, and I have the rest in place. So I'm gonna start working in whatever is gonna be design. So let's do this. So we know that women have smaller sternum than men. Here we can just start, like dividing in planes. So okay, now we just start the muscles. So everything is gonna be this way. So why you need an end stage to know where the boobs are? Many people will think, well, I need to know this stage because for me, so we'll start, working with a little sketch about what we're gonna have in there. So yeah, it's gonna be like a sketch or something for us to know. So we can make adjustments about the pose here. Something that we know that might be wrong in this place. So we'll see. Let's see this way. That our idea of this women, yeah, she's a little more. She needs more. Probably the pegs are too. There should be a little more upper like this. But don't worry. This is just the preliminary sketches for you. Just watch. So, just preliminary sketches. When you take your anatomy classes, they will show you how the bones and articulations are made. You can just make for them whatever you need. So here you more will be more appreciative about design. So you are constructing something that looks like an android. She has the face a little smaller, but you can just do this. Let me show you this trick for you to correct that thing. So let's see. I want to shrink selected area, expand selected area. So you go here. Okay. Cancel. And you will see, okay, she looks better. Probably a little small. That's it. So you don't lose your design actually. You don't lose any design. You're just reusing. Well, sometimes many of us, commit that error and said, oh, man, I make it too large, the head too small, but voila. And this is it. So you can just go back to the design. The same for the pose. You can just design it just the way you want it. Okay, now she looks better. So you know what kind of design you're following. Well, this is the first part. This is your sketch. This is some sort of brutalistic sketch. You are not there in there. So I promise you to make something like looks like a Renaissance. So just gonna do something like looks like Renaissance in some part, but it should be something also futuristic in some others. So yeah, this is the part for where you can just start with the idea you have in your mind about this kind of like a Renaissance punk, kind from the not the Middle Ages, but for something that looks pretty much for the future. Have you ever read the books of Frank Herbert about Doom? Well, if you don't, just try it. Well, Frank Herbert created a cosmology, actually a universe pretty much pretty cool. It's called Doom. Well, Doom started in the year 30,000 or something, and the people is a mixture between, you know, between samurais, between people from the medieval ages, and way in the dreams of Isaac Asimov. So yeah, you heard those kind of mixtures in that place. So yeah, we have the girl, and what we are doing right now is just beginning to. So let's see again. And you will ask what these peaks, these strange peaks in these areas are. See? Okay, let me tell you something about functionality in the medieval ages. When you see somebody with a halberd, which is this, called alabarda in Spanish, well, this guy is not using like tool that was, frightening. No, that has a concept. He was using a giant can opener, because the most of the people in the Renaissance and the Middle Ages have plate armor. So the plate armor was nothing that was easily pierced using a regular sword. Even though you have the best sword, even though you have like a Jedi sword at that time, no, it was something pretty difficult to be pierced on. So this the people designed these devices. These devices are called halberd. The halberd has this beautiful particularity. It has these spikes. It's like a giant can opener. So when you just get in there, you remember not all the armors in the little layers. They were just one just plate. No, they were just making about some plates that were just fitted together into your cut them all using like a little belt, you know, this kind of like a bracelet stuff. So they were using belts for that. So that has spaces, and that halibers go into those spaces. They can just easily pierce through the mold, and through the mold to the gambizon, and through the gambizon they will pierce through your skin. Particular nice concept. So they just mold super strong into the armor with the idea to, with those peaks, with these spikes here, to create like a punch, like a puncher. So the next time the puncher, the same pike goes into that puncher, it will be getting stuck in the plate armor. And you can just do this kind of movements. And the idea was to strike the knife long enough to be, on horse. The guy, fell from the horse, and somebody just punched the guy in the neck with something that looks pretty much like a stick. That was the way the wars working that era. So this is pretty much our unrefined character. So yeah, you will see the pose, you will see the anatomy. So let's go to the another stage, which is the refined sketch. So right now we are like, oh gosh, we are 41. So let's try to do the refined sketch as fast as possible. No, is this? Let's try to do this as a. I'm gonna try to do this as a pretty much line art. So I will show you. Okay, I'm gonna go for the real G pen. Yeah, definitely I have to do something with this thing. Yeah, so yeah, now we are with the real G pen. So with the real G pen, oh, wrong place. The real G pen. See, for that reason is this is why you have to have a pretty comprehensive, and you have to be pretty much accustomed to read your own rough sketches, so you cannot, be losing to the details. Okay, I don't like too much those sleeves. So remember, guys, I'm now presenting you with a problem that happens in real life. When you have enough time, but you have to have all your stuff. I hope you like it, guys. Yeah, I need this a little for for the details in the clothes. Yeah, need this guys a little, you know, big. Yeah, the house, the face need a little more refined details, so it can be, this way. But the other things, you need this too much refined stage. Okay, let's continue with the rest of the.
Well, we continue doing this. We're on 1 hour. Dang. Well, let's try to do some extra time. I guess we cannot do this in less than 1 hour. I guess I'm too slow for this. Sorry, guys. My camera is about to get without battery. So sooner it will be just the screen and my voice. Okay, let us make the sword. So well, we have the Heidelberg here. So what you see here is a cannon. So this Heidelberg can be also used as a firearm. How is that? Uh, because I say so. See? And the part of the trigger is here. Yeah, this is gonna be the part. Okay, let's see a little zoom out. How is she looking? Yeah, she looks good. Okay, yeah, this is pretty much the pose you're doing. Okay, I lost my camera. Yeah, the battery only lasts 1 hour. I have to come up with some solution for that. I don't want to do more of this. So let's see this a little more. So yeah, she has this kind of halberd, but I told you it was a halberd. A halberd is like a spear. So I have to do some spear here. Let's go back to the job. Let's do this. Yeah, because the spear should be here. So let's go from this guy. Okay, all this area is the one I have to erase right now. So let's go and start erasing. Because this is the area where my spear should be showing. So let me make this a little bigger. Because I'm gonna do some details in this spear. Like real details. And also some details in some parts of the armor. Here. Yeah, there's some part of where we need some shadows. Some dramatic shadows probably. Here. Here. Let's get rid of this thing because I'm not gonna use it anymore. Okay, this is something that I just, well, I just learned. I knew for some time. This is called atmospheric perspective. When you start darkening objects, just in the junctures, or in the unions between two objects, you just make the objects to be one on top of each other instead of being something like a overposition. So yeah, if you see in this area, she has some volume right now. But when you see the line art was totally and utterly plain. I mean, you know this perspective, but now we're just adding some depth to the design. Oh, no, I don't like it. Good thing about this is you have window. You don't have window and pen and paper or pencil and paper. You have to draw your way out, which is some case nice, some case not. Mostly the case is not nice as the people think. Yeah. So yeah. You see, you got some real light with shadows where you think the shadows are gonna be. Not here, even not here. Okay, let's see her again. So okay, this is for a concept art about the girl, which is some sort of like my Renaissance punk. And just giving some extra kind of depth in certain parts of the armor. But for example, just I want black. So okay, we have the go. We have everything. And now you need to color this because the guy who's gonna see this drawing, he won't be able to see how you're gonna color it. So this is when this thing here in edit comes into play. Colorized technology preview. Okay, so how we do that? Well, we need first a new layer. We need to transform the actual layer we were using, the goal. We need to transform it into where's this number of this layer? Oh yeah, we need to transform it into this like a lighthouse. See, a reference layer. So this is the reference layer. So what I'm gonna do is gonna go on my brushes and I want my old paint, flat brush oil paint. Let me make this a little bigger because it's smaller. And I'm gonna make the colors. So let's do a little more scheme here. So let me go. Bad idea because it has to be here right now. Okay. So just figure this if you are doing like this. Yeah, just figure this if you are doing like a nice So, well, we have this part, but we need to color everything. So let's start coloring the armors. I need the armors or something like a bluish because it's an armor. So we're gonna do bluish in some parts. No, the parts. Yes, bluish in some parts. Yeah, we need the parts that look like a steel, that look bluish. Okay, now let's do this. And I like a reddish here because I want this in like a reddish color. And also, I will like it her hair like some sort of reddish. Some part of hair will be red too. Remember, this is practically a sketch. After that, you want to go back to your design stuff and do it, the right way. And this time with a little more of a div, probably. But pretty much it's like using markers in order to show your clients what kind of job you're doing. So yeah, I see. Yeah, it looks pretty nice in some parts. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see here. Oh yeah, let's do this in this kind of like a reddish, like you have it here. And also make a little reddish here. Yeah. So this is her. Let me get this here. Okay. So now you have this layer, which is actually like this. So, and let me show you what this will do. So you go to edit, go to the horizontal or F, and it will show you something that is terribly big. So yeah, it will have some of this, not all of them, but you will see. See? Don't like it much. So what you can do is like this. Then you come back to your layer here, which is whatever you do. Let's use the magic of the blenders. Sorry about this. No, it doesn't look like a blender. Where is more? Okay, this is my blender. So what we will do is just using issues of the blender, we'll start blending stuff. Which is so cool. See? We'll start blending stuff right here. Start blending stuff here like this. We start blending stuff like this. There's just no part of this that it goes without blending. You apply what we just did in a minute ago. Which I don't know what it is. Okay. Tenemos que ir. Okay, let me show you again. That looks way better. So this is the preliminary sketch of girl. Of course, I forgot to do something that is called the lips. I have to make these lips to look good. First of all, I don't think that's gonna make too much makeup. there. See, now she has makeup. She has expressions. She has this. This is a sketch. Did it in 1 hour and a half. Okay, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Wow. How to say, I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna take me a little less, and the worst of the case scenario would take me more. But actually, I'm pretty much surprised at this. Resolve itself pretty well. So yes, for the effects of doing this and showing the creative director or the art director your idea, this is pretty cool. So guys, this is Gus, and we have to leave. This is my my warrior slash Landersnitch, Connect. It was made totally in Clear Studio Paint using my Synthetic alternative, which is called the Artist xppen. I think 10.3 HD. Thank you for joining me. And if you, I said a little, a little. Let's just say a little advice for me. You can just try to do your own and drop it in my messages or show me, and I will put it in the next video, or it will be like something in this video, like a message or something. You can just answer this using a picture or even a photo. Well, pretty much this is the color, but this is the real design. This is what you do using, for example, let me show, where is the girl? Where is the girl? Okay, this is what you do using this. Yeah, as you can see, this is the example of what I did. Okay, I use hair to use it as a reference for pose, for everything, and I put it like this, and then I colorize it. Yeah, you don't need to use your own. Let me see. You don't need to use their own design, their own pictures. You just use this as a reference because I want it to look like this. See? Again, this is Gus. I hope you like it, and please join me next week for one of these reference and kind of designs that we will do. Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Oh, please, let me remind you something. This video was brought to you by nobody else by me. So please drop me a like in my YouTube channel and start spreading the voice about this. This is pretty much not like I want to show you something, how to do something. This is not a how-to, but it's pretty much as an idea of my personal blog. But it's my experience, and I hope my experience help you in some way. Thank you guys, and have a blessed day, and drop me a like on this video. Thank you so much. Goodbye.